Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me. We're doing something different today because as of right now, we do not have power. We just came out of Hurricane Milton. So thankfully for us, we had very minimal damage done to the area and the properties. The school's fine. Our staff is all fine. Not sure if this is going to be seen in time for our regular scheduled flute. Once again, we have no internet, no power, nothing. So with that, I wanted to do something different today. Thought we'd take a little break from the hard stuff. And we're gonna switch over to the big book of Disney songs. If you don't have this book, you can get it down below, or you could probably just find the songs individually too. We're gonna do You've Got a Friend in Me, because throughout all this chaos, I've really seen the neighborhoods come together and help each other out. So all form of neighbors, you've got a friend in me. So I thought it would be appropriate and just thought it'd be something fun to play. Okay, now I'm gonna be sight reading this and learning along right with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna figure this one out together. Okay, so why don't we just start with that? We're gonna sight read this together, and you know, as we sight read, we need to look at some things ahead before we just jump right in. So the first thing we always like to look at is the key signature. What key signature are we in? B flat. We're going to be playing B flat and E flats throughout this piece. Now, are there going to be any accidentals we need to just take mental note of? Take a look. We do. We can see we have some stuff coming up. So like in line 3, there's a C sharp. Line 4, we got a D flat and then a D natural, okay? And then we have E naturals, E flats. We got some things we just got to pay attention to. We are in 4/4. That makes it easy. We do have a couple repeats. Those are things we also have to look forward to. Okay, so it's what? Line 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you see we have the repeat. That repeat takes us to, looks like the beginning. We have first and second ending. Okay, we got triplets, I see. So just a few things we could take note of. Now, the thing is when we're sight reading, we don't want to take too long to look at it. Like if you were doing juries or auditions, anything like that, you don't want to keep your people waiting, right? We want to get in and out. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Like I said, I'm sight reading this right along with you guys. So if I mess up, I'm reading it for the first time as well. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so from the sight reading, you could probably tell you made some mistakes. I made some mistakes too, but like I said, I'm sight reading this too. So then the thing is with sight reading, whether you're doing for juries or auditions, is you want to keep on going. You don't want to be like, hold on, stop, let's start over, or let's start at this measure. You have to keep going. So that's a thing that's really good to practice too when you're doing sight reading pieces, is you have to practice on keep on going and don't let those mistakes get to you. So that's exactly what we did. So whether you made mistakes or not, excellent job. Like I said, I made mistakes too, you probably heard. Okay, so let's break this down, let's look at things, and let's work out those kinks now, okay? So looking at our first lines here, the more challenging part for this top line here is the syncopation, right? Because we're starting on an eighth note and then going into a quarter note. So that's going to be syncopated, okay? Okay, and then it does have a form of shuffle, which also means things don't always like land exactly on the beat, kind of like a swing, right? So just kind of pay attention to that, going with confidence. It really helps if you know this. I'm assuming that we've all heard it, but I could be wrong, okay? So let's just do those first two measures, okay? Just to get comfortable with the syncopation, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all it is. Let's do that just a few more times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like to stand still when they're playing. I find it a little helpful if you kind of like move with it. Movement kind of helps you keep with it, get off on the short, stay long on the long, okay? Let's do it one more time and maybe try moving if you didn't move to see if it helps you out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. And that last note there is long enough to do some vibrato, so do some vibrato on that there too. Okay, and then we're going to rest for 2, 3, and 4, okay? And then coming back in, you know, we're resting on the we're resting on the 1, coming in on the and, okay? So it's gonna just be rest. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure that we're resting on the 1, coming in on the and. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's do it a few more times so we get used to and comfortable with that rest starting us off. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's put this together now with those rests even in between. So from the beginning, we're going to just do the whole top line there. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Rest. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. All right, let's look at line 2 now here. Once again, we are resting on the 1, coming in on the and, okay? Play that out for the measure. The following measure, we're going to also rest on that 1 to come in on the 1, okay? And then we have a bunch of eighth notes and ties. So let's just start off with that first measure from line 2, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, let's do it a few more times so we're comfortable with it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. All right, now let's look at those eighth note lines. Let's just try for it, okay? So this is going to be the measure 2 of line 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's take a little closer look at this because we need to make sure that we're holding those ties out long enough, right? And this, once again, is helpful if you know the song. So if we're looking at our counts, we're resting on the 1, coming in on and, playing for 2, and hold that out. So play for 3 as well, and 4, and hold that out for 1. All right, let's go ahead and play measure 2 onto the end of that line. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Let's put it all together now, starting from the very beginning, playing all of line 1 and all of line 2. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. And once again, it kind of helps if you're moving along with it And I put just a little bit of accents on some of these to kind of help move it. Though it's not marked, it's okay to put little accents. Don't go too strong, because then it's gonna stand out and you're gonna be like, whoa, 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 you know? So just little accents to keep it moving and help it move. All right, let's go ahead and start looking at line 3. Okay, here once again, we're resting on the 1, coming in on the and, okay? So let's go ahead, let's stop at the rests, because those B's there, that goes on to the next line. Okay, line 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and things to kind of look out for, that's where our first C sharp is. So if you miss that, just circle it in. Okay, let's just slow that down a little bit, because it kind of just looks messy, right? So let's slow this down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. And just pay attention to which ones are eighths and which ones are quarters. So for example, in measure 1, 2, 3 of line 3, right? It's starting on the quarter, eighth, 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 quarter, right? So just make sure you keep going with those. Let's do it again, nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Let's speed it up a little bit. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Let's go ahead and put all of that together. Let's start from the beginning and we'll end at those rests again. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Let's go ahead and move on, okay? So it's going to be the rest, rest, and then those B's are part of the phrasing of this next line, so that's why we didn't do them, okay? So let's just do those B's coming in, and we'll stop at this first ending, okay? Or right where it starts. All right, so that means we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna rest for 1, 2, and 3, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here we also have to watch, so let's just make sure we're counting and coming in and holding as far as we're supposed to. So it's going to be 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and da 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 da. All right, let's go ahead and do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent. Now let's look at this whole first thing. I don't know if I messed up here. I may or may not have. This is more of a more complicated spot case. So we're once again resting on 1, coming in on and. We have triplet here, landing on D flat, then taking it to D natural. Okay, so let's do that real slow. Let's take this note by note. So it's going to be D natural, F, B flat, C, D flat, D natural, coming down on B. All right, we'll just do that much for now, okay? Now let's see if we can put it a little bit more together with the rhythms. All right, let's go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all it is. And then it sounds a little bit more like we know the song as we speed it up, okay? I just want us to get our fingerings in with what the rhythm is. All right, let's go ahead and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's speed it up even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's take it more up to pace now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, so now continuing on, we're just going to come down to G, back to D flat, C, B flat, F, E natural, E flat. Okay? So let's see if we can, I think it might help if we back it up, okay? Because we know what the phrasing sounds like if you know this song. All right, so we'll take this nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's take a look at our counts there, okay? So let's just look at the whole thing. So we have resting on 1, coming in on and, triplets for 2. Then we have 3 and 4 and, okay? So that one's kind of tricky there. Holding it for 1, that means this quarter note is for and 2. That means this eighth is and. The second eighth is for 3. That means the quarter note is and 4, ending on and. So a lot of syncopation here, right? That's the challenging part. And then the last measure here, holding that for 1, that means the quarter note is for and 2. This eighth note is for and. The second one is for 3 and 4 and. Okay? So now let's try it with our counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And that's what we have. So now let's go ahead and start from the beginning to that, because now we would repeat to the actual beginning. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I sped up on that triplet. So that happens too. You'll just take note. I need to slow it down there. All right. Moving on for time though. Okay. So that means now we would repeat that. We would do the rest for a whole entire measure, right? That's the second ending. Now this section I believe I did mess up on. There's a lot of triplets here. So let's take a look at the counts, right? Because the notes aren't difficult here. So we're resting on the 1, coming in on the and, 2 for triplets, 3, 4 for triplets, 1 for triplets, 2 for triplets. That means we have 3 for the eighth note, and then the dotted quarter is and, 4, and, okay? So let's just look at that section. Nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so now we have an idea of the rhythms here. So let's speed that up a little bit. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Speed it up even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's speed it up more to tempo. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, let's look at the next measure, okay? We're resting for a full 1. Triplets on 2. Quarter note on 3. 4 and. Okay? So let's do that one now. That last measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, now the hard part here is actually that's tied to the next one, which lands on a full 1. Okay, So let's do that one more time, this time with the quarter note tied to it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, so now let's put all of that together, okay? So we'll just start from that triplet line. What's this? Line 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 5, second measure, right after the second ending. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, sun's going down a little bit. Let me change my settings here. There we go. It should be better. You could still, hopefully you still can see me here. Okay, so now looking at line 6, okay, we have a little more complicated rhythms now. So we're playing on the 1, resting on the 2, resting on the 3, more syncopation, right? So, and 4 is our quarter and, okay? Well, let's just continue there. So then we're resting on 1, more syncopation, coming in on the and, 2, and 3, resting on 4, but coming in on the and, because those are 8s, okay? Then these should be a little bit easier here. So let's start from line 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, let's go ahead and do that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. Oh, this looks like it's still getting darker. Sorry, folks. Okay, hopefully now. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to line 7 now. And I think this takes us kind of back to the sounds we know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, so it kind of does. Okay, so we have to play, let's play that pickup to it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. So if we just look at our arp counts, right, the pickup would come on the and of 4. 1, 2, and, right, and then 3, and 4, and. So lots of syncopation in this piece, right? And then just continuing on, resting on 1, coming in on and, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so let's look at that again. Coming in from the pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Let's go ahead and look at the next thing, right? So once again, we have the pickup. So it's and from 4. And then we have the triplet here, right? But it's not our regular triplet. Right? So that still lands on so that takes up for 1 and 2. Okay? So you gotta fit that in for 2 beats. And then it lands for 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and play all of line 6, pickup to line 6. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. I don't think that one's too challenging. Okay, and then it kind of gets a little bit easier as we go throughout. And then the part where we have those triplets, kind of like what we had before. So let's go ahead and just play this off. Okay, let's start at line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 1, 2. From out of there. Okay, let's continue on. 1, 2, 3. There we go, we got it. Let's go ahead and play from the very beginning. Let's hit the repeat. So start from the beginning again, and then we'll go to the end. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. So hopefully this at least got you to where you need to go to practice and to really bring that down, or, perfect it. Play it with the metronome, and I believe this book comes with the soundtrack as well, or if not, you could always just find it here on YouTube as well and play along, but hopefully that at least gets you started. I thank you for joining me here and allowing me to take time to play something different, something a little more fun during these difficult times for us, but we are good. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments and we'll do our best to get back to you. Other than that, thanks for joining us and I'll see you next time. For more questions, comments, concerns, or even if you want feedback or to play games, make sure you join the Musicians Edition Flute group. It's free to join and anyone can participate. We'll see you there. And while you're signing up for all sorts of goodies, don't forget to join our YouTube course. It's free, it has all these lessons, but a little bit more organized.